I think what is most important today is to ensure the sustainability of the program. So to ensure that what is operational today will continue in the long term, because we created expectations and the users, being scientific or policymakers, but also downstream market of SMEs, are waiting for this data to be sustainable in the long term. But for sure, technology is not stopping, and so we have also to look to the future. And looking to the future means at least two things. The first one, see what other kinds of observations are needed. One example is probably the polar regions are not covered enough, so we might look into possibility to better observe these areas. And second, the products generated by the services. We are generating maps, simulations, models. These can also be improved in the future. So we are not stopping. We try to ensure that everything is continuing, but we also try to give to the users better service and I think success for the future. For me and for the Commission in general, it's very important to demonstrate that whatever we do is really in the support of the users. So, but awareness is very important. I have to say that I've seen progress in the knowledge of Copernicus. It's not an easy task, because if you want to advertise a program like Galileo, you say, it's the European GPS. But there's nothing comparable to Copernicus. So you may say, think about Google Maps, or think about some weather forecasting, but Copernicus is different. I would say is more than that. But I think we are reaching more and more the public. So for sure the users, we see more and more people. We have statistics of users, both of the raw data from the Sentinels, but also the data coming from the different services. We ask regular statistics by the service providers, and we see that there is still a rising line in the number of users. We hope this to continue, and we hope that even the general public will understand what is very important. In the end, I think we are those generating the biggest selfie of our Earth, and this, I think, is very helpful, just not to know what we are as a planet, but also what is the health of our planet and how we can make better things out of it.
My father, to deepen his explorations, invented many different technologies, including scuba diving, the turbo sail, diving saucers, gas mixtures for divers, whatnot. They all serve the purpose of deepening and furthering his explorations. And I think that necessity breeds expertise. When we have a need, we develop the technology that we need in order to meet that need. And as climate change becomes a more pressing issue, as biodiversity loss becomes alarming, we will develop the technologies, I hope, that will help us and that will empower us to slow down, if not stop, and reverse this nefarious trend. I hope that remote sensing data in general will help us establish a near real-time view of the system, of all the systems on our planet, all the physical systems and the biological systems as well. And that this will allow us to quantify the impacts that we have today on those resources and on those systems for the future and for future generations, and to minimize that impact through regulations and to influence decision makers to have sustainable decisions today to protect the legacy of future generations.